Jeez, what a crazy day to be invested in the market, right? We have the Dow Jones down 2%. We have the Nasdaq down 2.67%. The S&P 500 down 2.14%. The Russell 2000 down 3.26%. These are some insane numbers, right? If you're invested at all in the market, you probably felt a big punch in your face today, right? I definitely felt it. But guess what? I'm a long-term investor. I don't care what happens today or tomorrow. But today's video is simply gonna be my opinion of what's going on right now in the market. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing in the market right now, and then I'm gonna give you some tips. If I were you, what would I do in this market, right? So first off, let's start. I have my iPad here, so I'm definitely cheating. I took some notes. So what's going on? First of all, there is a big rotation going on right now. For the past week and a half or 2 weeks, I'm sure you noticed it. Big high growth stocks are selling off. Why? Because there's a lot of fear right now, right? There's a lot of fear. So what do big hedge funds do? They sell off high risk. The higher the risk, they start selling it off. And obviously higher growth companies, especially smaller caps and all these SPACs we had in the past few months and last year, all these stocks are just selling off, right? What has been going up for the past 2 weeks? The S&P 500, the Nasdaq. Sorry, not the Nasdaq, the Dow Jones, right? Why? Because these are safer investments. People are putting a lot of money into this safer place. So that's one thing. So there's a big rotation going on right now in the market. Number two, there's a lot of fears of inflation. Inflation has been one of the biggest fears for the past month. And it's a big question that everyone was asking last year. Oh, with all this money we're printing, what's going to happen? Inflation is going to go up, right? So now we're at that point where fear is, I would say, to the roof. Yeah, it's definitely, there's a lot of fear. Everyone's talking about it, right? You put the news on, that CNBC, a lot of people are just talking about fears of inflation. I'm sure you felt it, right? You go shopping and you spend $100 more than what you would normally spend in the supermarket, right? And then number three, I feel like, I'm pretty sure it has some effect because we're almost at the end of tax season. And a lot of people made a lot of money in the markets last year, right? Last year was a great time to invest and people made millions of dollars. So they got to pay, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes. And if you're like me, that you wait to do everything last minute, you're probably just finishing up your taxes and you have to sell some stocks because you have to pay your taxes. Right? And then, actually, there's one more. What I think also is happening is that since there's a lot of fear of, inflation and this big rotation into a safer place, I think that a lot of big, hedge funds and people with a lot of money are just building up their cash position. They're going to, I see people already with like 25% cash in their portfolios, because they might be anticipating that we might go into a bear market, which I highly doubt. I honestly don't think we're going to go into a bear market. Possibly a correction. Yes, we might hit a correction level. We are almost there with the Nasdaq. If you could analyze the Nasdaq, we're like at 8% already. We're pretty close to that 10% mark where, after 10%, it's called a correction. If the market drops below 20%, that's when we say a bear market, right? So I definitely see us, hitting that 10% mark. With the Nasdaq, we're super close. So that's what a lot of big people, millionaires, are doing. They're definitely building up their cash because just in case we do go into that scenario, either one or two, they might obviously deploy some money at that point, right? To take advantage of the markets and better prices, right? So that's what I think that's going on in the market right now. So now let's talk about what I'm doing in this market, right? What I'm doing right now is that I'm actually starting to dollar cost average. I'm starting to buy a lot of companies that I absolutely love, okay? Companies that I've been wishing for the price to drop for the past months. Companies like Tattooed Chef, Corsair Gaming. I love these companies. And I've been wishing for these prices, for the past few months. And now we're actually getting there, right? We finally hit $15 or $16 with Tattooed Chef. That's one of the biggest opportunities I see in the market right now. Corsair Gaming, they have some of the best products for streaming and gaming. And what's going on right now in this world, right? Who are we? Our generation, well, my generation, right? We are gamers. We were born with games. What are we teaching our kids? You know, we're giving them games, you know, the Nintendos, the computers, and all this awesome gaming gear. You know, Corsair makes the highest quality gaming stuff, and I absolutely love this company. I've been buying it since it was at $32, $33. Now it's at, we get an opportunity at $31, $30, even $29. So I'm definitely starting to dollar cost average, and I'm starting to buy heavily on these stocks, okay? That's what I'm doing right now. All right, so now I'm gonna give you some advice as if you are my best friend, my girlfriend, or a family member, right? Or a simply subscriber on my YouTube channel. This is what I would do, right? I'm gonna give you 3 tips of advice. The first one is gonna be, do not be involved in speculative stocks. Speculative companies right now is not the place to have your money in. You know, those blue sphere type of companies, those high growth, high speculation companies that you're just YOLOing it. Do not have your money in there right now. It's not a good time to be involved with that, because not a lot of people want to risk their money, right? We're going through the tax season. A lot of people have to pay their taxes, and it's simply not a good time to be invested in those high speculation plays, because no one wants to lose money right now. Number 2, it's definitely time to start doing your homework. Do good research, right? Start getting intrinsic values and have some good margin of safety, because there's a lot of good companies right now that are giving you good margin of safety. So do your homework, analyze well before you deploy your money. And number 3 is, don't deploy all your money today or tomorrow. I would do a dollar cost averaging, simply average out your buys for a month or 2, and just, you know, buy little by little, buy portions. That's what I would do, you know. Don't be involved in speculation. Do some good research and dollar cost average. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear your opinion. What are you doing in the market? How's your experience been in the past few weeks? Please leave a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And if you want me to leave, you know, or to make more of these videos like this, where I simply give my opinion and I talk of what I'm doing in the market, please, you know, let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day.